In Chinese, the rule is strict. The time word must come before the verb. Usually, it comes right after the subject. The formula is subject, time, action. Let me say that again because it is the golden rule of this lesson. Subject, time, action. Let's translate the sentence, I go to school tomorrow. Subject, I, 我. Time, tomorrow, 明天. Action, go to school, 去学校. The sentence is, 我明天去学校. If you say, 我去学校明天, like we do in English, it is wrong. It sounds backwards. You must establish when the event is happening before you talk about the event itself. Let's try another one. I eat dinner at 7 p.m. Subject, I, 我. Time, 7 p.m. 七点. Action, eat dinner, 吃晚饭. The sentence is, 我七点吃晚饭. Let's try a more complex one using frequency. We mentioned frequency earlier. Words like every day. The word for every day is 每天. I study Chinese every day. Subject, I, 我. Time, every day, 每天. Action, study Chinese, 学习中文. The sentence is, 我每天学习中文. This pattern is your safety net. Whenever you are confused about how to structure a sentence, just find the subject, then immediately drop the time, and then say what happened. 我昨天看了电影. I, yesterday, watched a movie. Now let's talk about a few useful frequency words that will help you sound natural. You don't just want to talk about specific hours, you want to talk about your habits. We learned 每天, every day. Another great one is 常常. It sounds like a repetition, 常常. This means often. I often eat Chinese food. 我常常吃中国菜. Then there is the concept of sometimes, 有时候. It's a bit longer, 有时候. Sometimes I watch TV. 我有时候看电视. And finally, the concept of now. Because sometimes you just need to ask, what time is it right now? The word for now is 现在. To ask what time is it, the phrase is 现在几点. Ji is the question word for numbers. So you are literally asking now which number o'clock. 现在几点. This is the most common phrase you will use when traveling. You stop someone on the street, you point to your wrist, and you say, 请问现在几点? Excuse me, what time is it? Let's put all of this together into a real-life scenario. I want you to imagine a full day in the life of a student. We are going to build this story together using everything we have learned in Lesson 10. Imagine you wake up. It's early. It is 7 a.m. How do we say, I wake up at 7 a.m.? Subject, 我. Time, 早上7点. Action, 起床, wake up. 我早上7点起床. Next, you go to work. It is Monday. How do we say I go to work on Monday? Subject, 我. Time, Monday, 星期一. Action, go to work, 去工作. 我星期一去工作. Notice something. We didn't need a preposition. In English, we say on Monday. In Chinese, we just say Monday. We don't need on or at. You just drop the time word in there. 我星期一去工作. Okay, it is lunchtime. It is 12:30. I eat lunch at 12:30. 我12点半吃午饭. Now the workday is over. It is 6:15 p.m. You are going home. 我晚上6点15回家. I, evening, 6:15, return home. Finally, you are tired. It is 10 p.m. You go to sleep. 我晚上10点睡觉. Do you see how mechanical this is? Once you break the habit of thinking in English word order, Chinese becomes incredibly fast to construct. You are just plugging blocks into a specific order. Subject, time, action. I want to take a moment to review the pronunciation because tone is everything. Let's look at the word for time again. 时间. We haven't used this word yet explicitly, but if you want to talk about time in general, like I don't have time, the word is 时间. I don't have time is 我没有时间. But when asking about the specific hour, remember we use Diǎn. And remember the days of the week, use Xīngqī. Let's do a rapid-fire drill. I'm going to say an English time or day, and I want you to shout out the Chinese. Out loud. I'm serious. Say it out loud. If you just think it in your head, your mouth won't learn the muscle memory. Ready? Wednesday. 星期三. Tomorrow. 明天. 2 o'clock. Be careful. 2点. Did you say 2点? If you said 2点, you lose a point. It is 2点. 10:30. 10点半. Yesterday. 昨天. Sunday. 星期天. Every day. 每天. Excellent work. You are building the neural pathways right now. One final tip before we wrap up this lesson. In Chinese culture, time is often viewed with a high degree of precision, especially in business or formal settings. Being on time, or 准时, is important. But in casual settings, saying things like morning or afternoon is often enough. You don't always need the exact minute. If someone asks you, when are we eating, you can just say 晚上, in the evening. Or you can say 6点, 6 o'clock. Context is your friend. So, let's recap what we have achieved in this lesson. You now have the power to organize your life in Mandarin. You know that Jīntiān is today. You know that the week is just a count from 星期一 to 星期六, with 星期天as the Sunday exception. You know that telling the time requires the word Diǎn, and that for the number 2, we switch to Liǎng. And most importantly, you know the golden grammar rule. Time comes before the action. This was a dense lesson. There was a lot of vocabulary here. Do not expect to master it all in one viewing. My advice? Watch this video again tomorrow, Míngtiān, and watch it again the day after that. Practice telling the time every time you look at your phone. When you check your watch and it says 4:15, say to yourself, 4点15. Make it a habit. If this video helped you, please hit the like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is a useful Chinese lesson and it helps other students find it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button and the bell icon so you don't miss Lesson 11. In Lesson 11, we're going to take these time skills and combine them with locations so you can start arranging meetups and dates. You do not want to miss that. Thank you for studying with me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I will see you in the next video. 再见.
Stop right there. Do not scroll away. If you are serious about learning Chinese, you need to understand one fundamental truth before we go any further. You can know 1,000 nouns, you can know 100 verbs, and you can have perfect pronunciation. But if you cannot arrange a time to meet someone, you cannot function in society. Imagine trying to book a flight, schedule a job interview, or even just ask a friend to grab a coffee without knowing how to talk about the clock or the calendar. It is impossible. Today, we're fixing that. Welcome back to the channel. This is lesson number 10. We have hit double digits, which is a massive milestone for you. If you have been with me since lesson 1, give yourself a pat on the back, because most people quit language learning by lesson 3. You're still here, and that means you are going to win. Today, we're tackling one of the absolute most important topics in the Mandarin language. We're talking about time. We're talking about days of the week. We're talking about how to construct sentences that actually make sense when you need to make a plan. By the end of this video, you are going to be able to tell me exactly what time it is right now, what you are doing tomorrow, and exactly when you plan to go to sleep tonight. We have a lot to cover, so get your notebook out, get a pen, and let's dive straight into it. Let's start with the absolute basics. You need to know where you are in the present moment. In English, we say today. In Chinese, this concept is composed of 2 characters. The word is Jīntiān. Repeat that after me. Jīntiān. The first sound, Jīn, is flat and high. The second sound, Tian, implies the day or the sky. Jīntiān. If I want to talk about the future, about the day that comes after today, I say Míngtiān, that is tomorrow. Míngtiān. Think of the M in Míngtiān as moving forward. You are moving into the future. Míngtiān. Now, let's look back. Yesterday, the past. The word for yesterday is 昨天. 昨天. I want you to say these three with me in a rhythm, because getting the rhythm right helps it stick in your brain. 今天, 明天, 昨天. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Okay, that was the easy part. Now I'm going to give you what I call a language cheat code. If you have ever tried to learn a European language like French or Spanish, or even if you just look at English, the days of the week are actually quite difficult to memorize. In English, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're named after Norse gods and planets. It's random. You just have to memorize that Wednesday comes after Tuesday. Chinese is not like that. Chinese is logical. Chinese is mathematical. To say the days of the week in Chinese, you only need to know one single word, and then you just need to know how to count to 6. The magic word for week is Xīngqī. Xīngqī. It literally refers to the star cycle, Xīngqī. Here's how it works. Monday is the first day of the week. So in Chinese, Monday is literally week 1, 星期一. That's it. That's Monday. Tuesday is the second day of the week. So logically, it's week 2, 星期二. Wednesday is the third day, 星期三. Are you seeing the pattern here? You don't need to memorize random names of gods, you just need to count. Thursday is the fourth day, so it's 星期四. Friday is the fifth day, making it 星期五. And Saturday is the sixth day, so it's 星期六. Now, pause. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, so Sunday must be week 7, right? 星期七. No. This is the only exception to the rule, and you need to mark this in your notebook with a big red star. We don't say week 7. Sunday is special. Sunday is the day of the sun, or the day of rest. So for Sunday, we say 星期天. Remember, Tian from Jīntiān, it's the same character. 星期天. So let's review the whole week really fast. 星期一, 星期二, 星期三, 星期四, 星期五, 星期六, and the special one, 星期天. If you can count, you can say the week. It's that simple. Now that we have the calendar down, we need to look at the clock. Telling time in Chinese is actually very similar to the days of the week in terms of simplicity, but there's one major trap that beginners fall into, and I want to make sure you don't fall into it. To say o'clock, like when the big hand is on the 12, we use the word Diǎn. Diǎn. It literally means a dot or a point, like a point in time. So the formula is the number plus Diǎn. 1 o'clock is yi Diǎn. 3 o'clock is san Diǎn. 5 o'clock is wu Diǎn. 10 o'clock is shi Diǎn. However, we have arrived at the danger zone. I need you to listen very closely right now. How do you say 2 o'clock? If you follow the pattern I just taught you, you would probably say 二点 because 二 is the number 2. But if you say 二点 to a native Chinese speaker, they will understand you, but they will look at you a little bit funny. It sounds weird. It sounds unnatural. In Chinese, when we are counting purely just numbers like 1, 2, 3, we use 二 for 2. But when we're counting a quantity of things or telling time, we switch to a different word for 2. That word is Liǎng. So 2 o'clock is not 二点, it's Liǎng diǎn. Please write that down and circle it, Liǎng diǎn. This is the mark of a student who actually knows what they're doing versus a tourist who is just guessing. Use Liǎng for time. Okay, so we have the hours. What about the minutes? This is also incredibly straightforward. In English, telling time can be complicated. We say things like, it's 4:45 or it's 6:30. In Chinese, you can be much more direct. You just say the hour and then you say the minutes. The word for minute is fen, but usually in conversation, you can just drop it and say the number. Let's look at some examples. If it's 3:10, you say the hour, san dian, then you say the minute, shi. Put it together, san dian shi. It's literally 3 o'clock 10. Let's try 5:20. You say the hour, wu dian. You say the minute, 二十. Put it together, wu dian 二十.
There's one specific shortcut you need to know for 30 or half past. Just like in English, we rarely say 3:30, we often say 3:30. In Chinese, the word for half is ban. Ban. So, if you want to say 2:30, remember our rule for the number 2. It's Liǎng. So 2:30 becomes Liǎng dian ban. 2 o'clock, half. Liǎng dian ban. If you want to say 6:30, it's Liu dian ban. If you want to say 12:30, it's 12点半. Now, before we start building full sentences, we need to address the time of day. Because China uses a 12-hour clock just like we do in casual conversation. If I just say 7 o'clock, I don't know if you mean 7 a.m. while I'm eating breakfast or 7 p.m. while I'm eating dinner. We need to specify morning or evening. In English, we put a.m. or p.m. at the end. We say 7 p.m. In Chinese, the time of day goes at the front. It goes from the largest unit of time to the smallest unit of time. So, the word for morning is 早上, 早上. If I want to say 7 a.m., I literally say morning 7 o'clock, 早上7点. The word for evening is 晚上, 晚上. If I want to say 8 p.m., I say evening 8 o'clock, 晚上8点. This logic of big to small is everywhere in Chinese. You say the year, then the month, then the day. You say the morning, then the hour, then the minute. It zooms in. So, let's do a pop quiz. How would you say 9:30 a.m.? Break it down. Start with the time of day. Morning, 早上. Then the hour, 9, 9. Then the half, 半. Put it all together. 早上9点半. How would you say 6:15 p.m.? Start with the time of day, evening, 晚上. Then the hour, 6, 6. Then the minutes, 15, 15. 晚上6点15. You're doing great. We've covered the vocabulary. Now we need to put this into the engine of a sentence. We need to talk about grammar. This is the part where English speakers often trip up because our instincts are wrong. In English, we are very flexible with where we put time words. I can say, I'm going to school tomorrow. Or I can say, tomorrow I'm going to school. Both work.